Ladies and gentlemen, it's officially happening. And so here we are to make our final video ever on Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains. Let's go ahead and boot up the game and see who's exactly to blame for the closure of this game in less than a year, mind you. Komoe Tecmo and Game Samba. So obviously we have been chatting about this for years and years since Tokyo Ghoul Dark War stopped getting updates and was pretty much dead in the water for 2 years plus before it died officially. Game Samba is a very unreliable company and has been horrible at continuing to develop for these games that they create, and worst yet, they have the license for Tokyo Ghoul. Beyond that even, this game released on November 29th, 2023, which means that this game made it less than 1 full year, which was especially bad for Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth because they basically closed right before the first anniversary, but at least they had celebrations and celebrated the end of the game alongside Tokyo Ghoul Reinvoke. This game here for Tokyo Ghoul, it's basically been in the exact same state that it released in, and they've only added exclusive characters and a couple of premiums throughout the lifespan, to the point where they basically got a total of 25 videos from me in the last year. And considering I wanted to make content on this game for 1 whole year and I really wanted to love it, the fact that there was nothing to do inside it was the worst part of it. And now I log into the game, I look at this whole menu, and I just see the exact same thing that came out November 29th, 2023. And so I decided to go ahead and search up how exactly this went. So the game released on November 9th, 2023, and I kind of just went through all of the videos here that I recorded. And you can see that most of the intrigue was from the first month of the game, where there was actually stuff to talk about. New things to develop for, new intrigue to approach, a new event, for example. And then it just tapered off more and more and did not have the sustainable ecosystem to even make a game that's worth playing. And you can see here, it's closing officially as of August 26, 2024, and it's going with it as the last Tokyo Ghoul game after releasing less than a year ago. So, genuinely, I don't know how to look at this game as anything other than a complete failure on their part, not only from a developer standpoint, but also just from how they released the content and stuff. And there's currently rumors right now where there's a second version Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains that's available only on the TapTap store that is called the Fun Cat version and seems to be using the same developers over there. So I went to the Facebook and tried to take a look at the closure announcement and try and figure out what exactly went wrong here. And weirdly enough, the closure announcement actually has the new developers' email available for the refunds. And so what it seems to be is this version of the game seems to be closing so that they can reopen the game with a fresh coat of paint with a new set of developers and get rid of the Game Samba name. Which is scummy as fuck! That is like so bad. So bad. I don't know how you could do that. And so seeing that Funcat Games is obviously the exact new developer, and the fact that the email is what's labeled here as well, it really does feel like they're just tossing this to the wayside and trying to refresh it to make more money. And I don't know if they're able to publish it globally because they're moving to the Funcat developers or whatever the case is here. But seeing what they're doing here, seeing the closure after less than a year, seeing them not even try to pull these versions together in any sort of way, it is fucking embarrassing on these developers. And I no longer have faith in Game Samba, Funcat, or any of these developers for these Tokyo Ghoul games to put any sort of effort in. So I do not care if this game comes out globally. I do not care if they release it tomorrow. I don't care what they do. They have ruined and burned the good faith that they have had for the Tokyo Ghoul license, and they do not deserve a single dime of your money, nor a minute of your time, because it will go to waste and disappear before you even know it. That aside, Break the Chains was a really good foundation and a really interesting game. And it is going to be a complete loss, the fact that this game is going to be unplayable and will not be available after tomorrow. It really is a rip. And obviously, the Game Samba website never even updated to have Break the Chains as an announcement. It literally just stealth dropped on the website here. And it still has the Game Samba name on the top, as you can see, but it is just sitting. And they haven't really done anything with that. And the last news they announced was the closure of Dark War back in 2021. If you look at the Game Samba publisher profile, you can see that it's basically just a pretty generic mobile game company. They haven't hired or fired anyone in over 2 years, and so it seems to be a team of people that's just coasting on the cushy job of developing and kind of doing a little bit of work and getting paid full time for it. And I went and saw that there actually is the official CEO, the Chief Executive Officer and President of the company, Dr. Scott Wong. And he doesn't care at all. If you look at the Twitter, like obviously he doesn't care about the games that he makes or anything like that. He's just celebrating his own stuff. And he's a hopeless optimist. You gotta respect it. And obviously it's just his publishing company there. All around, this company has just continuously made these choices, and I am pretty done with all of this. I don't know how exactly I'm going to be approaching content in the future. I really do hope we have a Tokyo Ghoul game that isn't by these guys at some point to actually make something worthwhile and have some fun with it. But I am going to miss Break the Chains, not for the game itself, but for the feeling it gave me when it first came out. And the feeling it gave me when there was stuff to talk about and in-depth things to chat about. I love this franchise. Tokyo Ghoul, I kind of made my channel on it because I love the story first. And that's how I was able to share my love of that game of that series through the game with you guys while the end of Tokyo Ghoul Re was coming out. And right now, it feels like they're just kind of coasting on that good faith. And that is not it at all. For now, that is going to be it for Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains. If you actually do open the chat, I saw earlier there were some people typing that for the developers not to close the game and they're going to be sad about it. And it is genuinely sad, just what the developers did to this game. But this is probably going to be the end of our Tokyo Ghoul journey, and I hope that in the future there will be a lot more intriguing live service games that have the Tokyo Ghoul license, that genuinely have love and passion put into it. It sucks that this franchise has been basically used as a fleshlight by every developer so far, and it is wild to me that the most love I've seen put into a Tokyo Ghoul game was Tokyo Ghoul War Age, the Chinese game that got shut down via a copyright strike, and the second would be Reinvoke, just because that's the one that was celebrating while the anime was coming out. I didn't put a lot of time into Carnival, so I don't really have a good impression of it in terms of how much love the developers had for the series, but they obviously love Sui Ishida's art, as we all do, of course. But this is the official end. Thank you guys for watching all of these videos. I really do appreciate it. And obviously I'm still going to be here creating my own stuff. I'm following my passions from here on out. I'm not going to be making videos that I don't want to make, and Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains kind of feels like it was the turning point for that as well for me. Like, it felt like I would force myself to make videos on this game, and that is embarrassing for me, because I'm a passion-focused person, and my passion can go a lot better places than this. And I hope that you guys know the exact same whenever you look at the next Tokyo Ghoul game, and you see either Game Samba or Funcat, as they're newly named, on it. Thanks for watching, take it easy, and I'll see you guys on a whole different game. Bye for now. Actually, we gotta do one more final stinger. Let's delete it for real. Goodbye, Break the Chains. You were loved by someone, but not the developers. See ya.